So I went to an eye doctor appointment today, completely fine. Think I need glasses. Don't know because, well, you'll hear. But I get really nervous whenever I go to doctors. Doesn't matter if they're an eye doctor, dentist, whatever. I don't like people telling me that there's something wrong with me. And I don't like people touching me. Like, I hate hugs. So that's why doctors' offices are so difficult for me, because they get so close to your face, especially the eye doctor. Yeah, so I just got to a point where he was getting too close to my face, touching my eye too often. He was telling me all this stuff, and I started focusing in on my breath. I was like, okay, you can do this, you can do this. In a few seconds, this will be over. In an hour max, I will be home. I will be home and just being my normal self. That's a lie right there. In an hour from there, I was in the ER getting my foot x-rayed. But it got to a point where, like, my head I got so hot I couldn't really hear or see anything. I was like, I gotta go to the bathroom just to collect myself. So I said, can I go to the bathroom? And so I had to walk to the bathroom with people, like, following me, like, is she okay? Is she okay? Because apparently I looked really, really white. I actually have no idea what was happening around me. I really couldn't see or hear anything at the time. Like, you know, where you just kind of go blank out. And I get to the bathroom, and I just collapse. And my mom's just like... So, yeah, I just collapsed on the floor. And I guess when I was going down, my foot went weird. At least I didn't care at the time. I was just kind of like laying on the floor like, oh my god. Remember, nothing happened to me. They were just people looking in my face, and this is what happens to me. The eye doctor that I go to is in this huge like work building in the Loop, and so there's a bunch of people like dressed up in suits and going to work. Just kind of walking out, kind of like stepping over me like, what the hell happened in here? I'm just like, Then what makes it really interesting is when I finally collect myself and I can stand up, I'm like, shit, I actually can't stand up. My foot fucking hurts. Oh, I should cut that out. My foot hurts. And I'm like, oh my god. And so, since this is an eye doctor and not a real doctor, sorry if I offended anyone, but I'm just going to keep on rolling. They didn't have a wheelchair, so what they did have instead was a rolling chair. So my mom got a cab, and I was rolled out into the lobby of a very busy work building, like federal government work building. On the first floor they have like a tiny little eye doctors, and that's where we went. And I'm sobbing because it was really an emotional and traumatic experience for me. I mean, there were people in my face, then I fainted, and then I broke my foot, and now I was going to another doctor. I mean, it's been a bad day for me. It's really been a tough day. Yes, and then I was rolled out into the sidewalk in downtown Chicago, and people were just kind of like, what the hell? Is this like some crack addict they're taking to rehab? I did not look good. But it turned out, yeah, I broke 2 toes, and like I sprained the ball of my foot, so yeah, that was my day. And if you guys, and it's really lame, it's a really lame story of how I broke my foot, so if you guys have any ideas or of a cooler story, please write it below so I can tell people and make it sound like I'm a real badass. And if you want me to, actually tell the real story, just don't comment, and people will just see the true loser that you see here. Well, bye, Tomcats.